Did it pop up yet?
Oh. Sorry. Yes.
It all popped up?
Yes, it's popped up.
Okay. Okay. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. You ready?
Ready. All right. Our live Ballin with Rich, episode 218, y'all. Back another Sunday, so glad to be in the building. Thank you for joining in. And not a lot of sun today, but it's still a nice day out today in the D. So glad to just be here, just to be alive. Thank you, God, for that. All right. I know a lot more of you tuning in today because you know our Lions don't play till tomorrow, y'all. So y'all get ready for that. Tomorrow night, y'all. Yes, sir. All right. So good to be here today. Have a very good show, and I'm so glad to have two of my favorites in the building. They have a very important event coming up, and definitely want to have some of you guys come and join us next Saturday, and a lot of things they're going to definitely tell you to be aware of certain things when it comes to the domestic violence and other situations. And let me go ahead and get this started now. My first guest here, she is the co-founder, co-founder. President, yeah, president, co-founder, yeah. I just like saying that word, president, it fits her perfectly. President, co-founder of her Cries I Heard, and I'm so glad to have her in the building. She's been here before, y'all. Y'all know her out there. Miss Sheila White is in the building. Yes, sir. Sheila.
Thank you.
How you doing today, Sheila?
I'm doing good, Richard. How are you?
All fine, all right.
That's
so good
good.
to have you back on the air
Thank
with
you.
us. Always a pleasure when you're here.
Thank you.
And so I know you have a very important event coming up, and when I heard about it, that's why I definitely wanted to ask you to come in and tell people about it, because it's I think a lot of people. It should be over. This event should be overpacked with people coming to see what's going on. So could you just let people know, for those that don't know, the event, and tell them about your title and different things that you're involved with this with the organization.
Sure.
In your own way. Go right ahead.
Okay, Richard.
Go right ahead.
Well, all I can say is God is good. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it wasn't for God, we would have lost our minds.
Yes.
From the things that we went through, experiencing domestic violence with our family members who were murdered.
Okay.
So this Saturday, September 27th at 6 o'clock, we're going to have a fundraising banquet, a domestic violence awareness funded raising banquet. It's going to actually, we just have a powerful program. Mary Sheffield is going to be the keynote speaker, and she's going to talk about the awareness in the community, how we should be more aware of domestic violence. We have 4 awardees, people we're going to honor with awards.
Oh, wow.
And these are people who made a difference, who are making a difference now in people's lives. One person is Delana Stevens.
Okay.
And she's real active in Pontiac, and she's going to tell her story. How she started off. She was in an abusive relationship, but she started her own shelter. The next person is Cindy Kuplinski.
Okay.
And she was abusive, and she's going to tell her story, and now she has her own domestic violence shelter.
All right. Okay.
And also G.I. Chill. she's basically, she was abused. Hers was more dating abuse.
Okay.
This guy was, her story is good too.
Mm.
But she started her own domestic violence awareness, and plus she talks more about health, taking care of our mind and our bodies, too. So she's going to be really good. And lastly, it's going to be Wanda Walker. Wanda Walker started the Wanda Walker Foundation.
Walker, yes.
And basically Wanda's foundation is part of the solution. They're mentoring young girls so they can grow up to be productive women, and they're empowering them. So they can know their worth, their value, that they're valued. So that's a good thing too.
Sheila, I was definitely coming to support. If it's anything to do with you, I'm definitely coming anyway. But when I would just be a little personal here. When I heard Rhonda Walker, I said I got to be in the play. That's my favorite. She's my favorite. My favorite newscaster.
Inside and out. Yep,
yes,
is.
Miss Rhonda Walker.
I was so honored when she said yes.
Wow.
God is just so good. I feel totally blessed.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
That's Sheila White. Yes, sir. I'm gonna definitely get back with you, Sheila. I know so much more you're gonna talk about. Let me introduce this young lady here. This young lady here. Every time I see her, she just makes my day. I'm so glad for her to be in the building. She was on the show a couple years ago, and I'm so glad to just have her back, Miss Tracy.
Hi.
Towers.
Hi.
Hello. Yes, sir. Tracy.
Yes, hi.
How you doing, Tracy?
I'm good. I'm much better, and I'm ready to help other people and get this show on the road.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, could you elaborate more about a little bit about this upcoming Saturday and tell the people how important it is for them to just come on out and it's a very important event, for people to come out and just to celebrate and just to celebrate.
So we can see your pretty face.
Yes.
And they come away with some ideas and come away with, stories that can help them or somebody that might need a helping hand there.
Yes, so it's mostly to get people informed and let them know that there are resources out there for domestic violence abuse, and it's just very more important to me because what happened in our situations, we want to help other people, and if we could just help one person, we good.
That's what I'm talking
about. Just to be informed.
My girl Tracy, clap, yes, sir.
Thank you.
I always got to smile when I hear that one thing. That's my philosophy. If I could just help one somebody, just one somebody. I've only got one listener out there. I'm living in the range. Yeah, it's just so good to. I always tell people when you something that God bless you, that puts something inside of you, that you want to reach out and try to help the next person. And I know Sheila, like Tracy was saying, you want to help somebody, especially when you had like the situation, something that happened like that, like in your family or something. You definitely want to reach out, and you want to prevent that from somebody else having to go through something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah. We're still going through grief. To grief classes once a month.
Okay.
It's something that we'll never get over. We had 2 people murdered, our sister and Tracy's daughter. So we just want people to know that we can prevent it. It's preventable. If people will talk, or if they would look at signs. Our sister Phoebe had a lot of signs. I mean, we saw a lot of things. In hindsight, we just thought, oh, they're just having problems in their marriage, and we even found out his wife, his first wife, he murdered our sister, but they're like 95% sure that he murdered his first wife.
Oh my God!
She met this guy at work, and she thought he was okay, but he was. They never convicted anybody for his first wife murder. So it's just a lot of red signs that we talk about. We're going to talk about at the event, and it's also on our website too. So but we don't want anyone to go through what we
Don't do that.
Nobody wants to be part of that club of having someone murdered.
Because Tracy, like nowadays when you it's something now how. I don't know how I want to say. Well, yes, I do. I mean, like Cause I know sometimes it's happening to men too, in reverse ways.
Yeah.
But where I was trying to get at is just sometimes trying to just date. Period. Now
It's
it
hard.
seems like you have to really. I mean, it's bad. I remember I used to laugh about it. You know how when people be like, yeah, when I meet this person, I gotta go check out their Facebook. I gotta go check out this and that.
Yeah.
And you got to.
Yeah.
You really have to now. You
Yeah.
really have to because I mean, you know.
And even if you're dating a person, they might be nice this one hand, and then you see this other part, they can really switch on you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And what I wanted to say with my daughter, she always told me where she was going, and that helped us be able to catch her perpetrator. And for the young ladies and even older, stop being secretive. Let people know where you're going.
That's very important.
Yes.
That is
very
really
important.
really important.
Yes.
Yes. I got a good friend. She always and I love when she tell me that. She be like, Richard, she get mad at her daughter because she said I want to. I mean, I'm not trying to be in your business, whatever, but I just need to know where you're going. I just want to at least let me know where you're going. You ain't got to tell me what you're doing. Just tell me where you're going, so that way I would know. You know.
That's right.
You know. So yeah, that's definitely understandable. Yeah.
Yes.
I got Tracy in the building. I got Miss Sheila White in the building. The wifey engineer, y'all. Yes, sir. Miss Sheila, could you definitely let the people know how they can go by getting tickets? Please, y'all, support this. This is I mean. Seriously, yes. If Miss Sheila White doing it, the event is golden.
Right.
Yeah. Could you please let people know how they can definitely get tickets or what they can do to definitely?
Sure, you can get tickets by you can call me at 313-414-0888. You can get it by Cash App.
Okay. Oh, Cash App. Okay, y'all.
Her Cries, or you can go on Eventbrite. We're selling it there, and also Zelle. You can Zelle to Her Cries Are Heard at gmail.com.
Y'all get y'all tickets all kind of ways.
Right.
We're gonna make sure you get it somehow. Yes.
And that's funny because I've been Monique, they be teasing me because I still don't have a Cash App yet. I still go buy. When I see you, I gotta give it to you.
I was like that for a while.
Yeah, I'm still old school. I gotta give me one though. I really do because lately people are like, Richard, where you can, you know.
Yeah.
And it is a good way of getting, you know, like making
is.
sure you can get. But I just haven't got around to it. I'm sorry.
Well, I know you do. It took me a while, Richard, so don't feel bad.
Okay. All right. So Miss Tracy, anybody want to give a shout out to out there? Any shout outs you want to give to anybody out there? Family, friends, anybody you want to shout out?
My son Romy, my son Kyle, my husband David, and my whole family, Phoebe, Isaiah, Marcus, the whole crew, and my nephew Michael.
All right, yes sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes sir, Miss Sheila. Definitely. Any shout outs you want to give out there?
I'm just all of the supporters, in addition to what Tracy said, all of the supporters of Her Cries Are Heard and people who donated, who brought tickets to the event. I mean, I pray for all of them. You know, because they have a special heart. You know, they know that even though you think that it's not. Some people are like, it's not happening to me. Believe me, we didn't know that our sister was in the She was being abused almost every day. I mean, and this guy sat at my mother's dinner table. She helped him out. She didn't even know he was until we talked to the neighbors and after she was murdered. You know, so it can happen to anybody. It has no boundaries.
You're right about that, Sheila, because that kind of reminded me of this was a couple years ago, but I never knew this. My sister Pinky, she told me about her boyfriend, her little girl's dad, and he never did nothing like that, but he called us up one day trying to, you know, and you know me and this guy, me and him was like, you know, and when she told me that, I said, are you sick? You know, I said, why are you telling this back? She said, Sister Richard wasn't really, you know, but that's going back to the thing like Tracy talking about the signs. I mean, just, you know, even though he wasn't like that, but still just that one thing, that's a sign that could, you know, you never know if he can keep that process going, you know, which I'm glad he did, because
Right.
trying to be
Right.
Because
they hide it. Because I was reading Phoebe's diary, our sister's diary, and he told her, if you leave me, I'm going to kill your family. So she could have been probably trying to protect you, you know, so she didn't want to tell you because she know that you would have.
That's just one thing. You know, you know, like I said, there's no perfect people out there but that's one thing. That's one thing my dad has always taught me. Just you know, women, they can always be. You gonna when you grow up, you gonna see women all kind of ways. But I don't care any kind of way that they show you, you always be respectful to them.
Yes.
I just can't.
And then that's on the women's side too, respectful as well. You know, they do the same thing to men. They can do that to them.
Yeah.
My neighbor was abused. By his wife.
Yeah.
And people probably will laugh at that.
Right.
But it's serious. He was. She almost killed him a couple of times.
Yeah. Mr. What was his name?
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed. Yeah.
Well, you know, they say 1 in every 4 women are abused, but 1 in every 7 men are abused. But they just don't tell, you know, because they think, I don't want to tell on my wife. They might think I'm weak or something. You know, they just don't want to tell. You know.
My best friend Anthony, you remember Anthony Ballin? He was going through that. I didn't even know it. Didn't know it till what happened to him. That's something. And you know, he was that type that would be like, if something like that happened, I thought he'd be like, oh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But I guess he really cared about the girl, but she was. Yeah, and it's something that she,
Because he passed away.
Yeah,
That's why I
she killed him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, that is so sad.
Yeah, she
People don't
ended
talk
up,
about that a lot. You know.
Over something, and it wasn't even that way. That's another thing too. When not only are these abusers that they women or men, how as far as relationship wise, sometimes stuff is not the way it is, and they get that jealousy or something overcome them where they just you know. And that was the situation with him, and it wasn't even like that because you know, like my sister, her and Anthony, they were like brothers, you know, brothers, sisters. I'll never forget that one day we were in church and you know, he was glad to see, hey, Pinky, you know, they was hugging, whatever. So then after church, Pinky was like, Rich, she was like, that girl looked at me like she's getting ready to go.
Wow. That
I mean,
jealousy,
it was about
that's controlling, right?
You know, that's a little sister, you know, like, you know, wow. You know.
That's a form of abuse, it really is, you know, jealousy. Yes.
What are some more signs, Sheila, as far as that people should definitely look for? 'Cause like you said, sometimes some people they overlook certain things, but sometimes some situations with or certain matters that people could look at and be like, wait a minute, let me look at that again.
Yeah, because you know it's funny because I got her typed up because I wanted to make sure. I mean, you know, there's physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse, financial abuse. A lot of times people try to control your finances, and you know, sexual abuse. And just so many different types of abuse. And we even like this book that I have that I wrote.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this book right here, it has a lot of the signs and it has a checklist in there to tell you what abuse is. And actually, this is what the banquet is about. We're giving. I go to different shelters, and so we're giving free books to the women at the shelters. And I've been passing them out, but now it's starting to get a little expensive.
Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
So, but because a lot of the women, 85% of the women that are at these domestic violence shelters, they return to their abusers. Right? Yeah, at least 3 times. You know,
I hear about that a lot.
Yeah, so we have to, and it's a quick read, and once they read this book, they ain't going to return because they'll see all of the impact that it has on the family, you know. And it also has a children's book in the back too. It's not just an adult's book. So children that are in abusive relationships, and you know, they're letting the kids know that it's not okay. You know, so we don't want them to grow up to be abusers.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. If you have a question or comment that you would love to give Tracy and Sheila, please give us a call, 810-560-0658. You want to call, you got a question, even if you want to just give a shout out, we would love to just hear your voice, you know, we'd love to hear from you. Tracy, one thing I just wanted to ask you, have you like had any like co-workers or something that they know that you're involved in this and they know how serious you are with it? Do they, or somebody that you met on the street or something, they come to you and they be like, could you please give me the signs or show me, you know, because they think that they might be maybe experiencing something like that? Or
Yes,
maybe that?
I had a couple co-workers do that. We just happened to be talking. I said, oh, I have an organization. When I started hearing their story about what they're going through, I said, I have an organization, and one half called my sister and talked with her. She called the line and talked with her, and the other one I gave her a flyer to our event. So I'm hoping she comes.
Okay.
She looks like she's very stressed out.
Yeah.
So and if she don't come, I'm going to offer to pay for it for her to come.
Wow, that's nice.
Yes, I tell you, yes. Yeah. Shout out to Tracy. Shout out to Sheila. Yes, sir. Yes, make me think about, I'm thinking about the stage play I did when I played I actually played an abuser one time. I in a stage play and having to sit down and because you have to study that role and try to get in that mind frame. It's I had to hurry up and get that out my system because not saying that it would definitely stay, but just seeing the mindset of why I just think about the one part I just really think about that took me a while to get on the first part. I was come home for dinner. She made me a dinner, but I come home and she didn't have it the way I wanted, and I started something right there from there. And then like you said, the little signs, just petty.
Yes, and God doesn't want anyone to sit in there. He didn't design us for that. He's, we're fearfully and wonderfully made. He wants us to have a good life.
Good life, yes.
Just like in Jeremiah 29:11, His plans for us are good.
Yes, sir.
Not for evil.
Yes, sir. And that's why I want to definitely come on now because I want to definitely hear from the young ladies that might have been through that and they done went on and did prosper, did great things. That's what it's all about, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all, please get your tickets to this event. It's coming up Saturday. It's very important. And yes. Another person I definitely would love to see too. I wish I was in Detroit still. Miss Mary Sheffield.
Oh yeah.
I'm real good. Yes, I'm real good friends with her best friend. I'm real good friend. Yeah, I found out that was. I was like, oh wow.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother Douglas. They're best friends. Yeah, so I'm glad to see her. But more importantly, just to be there to support the young ladies that's been through it and want to tell you their story and just support the whole organization as a whole. Her cries are heard. Y'all check it out. Yes, sir.
There's a reason why we called it Her Cries Are Heard.
Could you let the people know, Sheila, why we call it that?
We went through so many names, Richard, but we prayed on it and there were, like I said, there were signs that when our sister was living and Tracy's daughter, we just didn't, we were so busy in our own lives, and they really were crying. They were suffering in silence. And now that they're gone, it's just, we called it Her Cries Are Heard because her cries are heard. We couldn't hear them, and we're going to continue to hear the cries now of the women who are abused. So we have to, it was letting us know that we have to do something now. We have to bring awareness.
And that's one thing I love about it because, like you were saying, sometimes things happen like that, and people they try to go that they try their best to just get everything out their mind and go the other way. Just like we don't want to, this was a tragedy. We don't want to, but to go ahead and just be like, what, we want to just show awareness to people that what's going on in this situation. It's like they always say, we got to be involved. You just have to be, not even in any matter, even not with just domestic violence, but with anything. When it comes to all kind of subject matter, we just got to be involved, people. We just have to be involed.
But the thing about it was so painful that we felt that we had to do something. Like I say, our pain is our purpose. We gotta help somebody.
It's good when you have that's when you let me know that. God definitely said, yes, this is it right here. What's supposed to be done. Yes, no doubt about it, y'all. With Miss President Sheila White and Tracy, yes, sir. Shout out to Miss Juanita, yes, sir. All right, thank you again, Juanita. Juanita helped me celebrate my was it my birthday? Was it my birthday? Or was it my 200th episode? She was here. Nita.
I think that was your 200.
The 200th episode. Nita came by. She came by. Celebrating the 200th episode. Yes.
God is good.
Yes, sir. All right.
We got a couple comments.
Richard. Oh, got a couple comments. Okay, I'm sorry. We got Miss Robbie Bowie, she's watching. Miss Rhea Conley, she said, good evening, fam. Miss Teresa, Dr. Teresa, shout out to Miss Dr. Teresa. I had her on the show last week talking about her book Detox, 40-Day Detox. And yes, Miss Dr. Teresa, very inspiration. She said good evening. Robbie said happy Sunday. Rhea Conley, she said Sheila White, welcome to Ballin with Rich, discussing domestic violence awareness. Shout out to my brother Mission Smith. Yes, sir, he's watching. All right. All right, Mission, I can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks for the Poskers. We got the Poskers coming up. The Poskers event's coming up October 3rd. Okay. Mission, I think he's in a couple categories.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Favorite sports category. What's another one?
He's
social impact.
No, not social impact. Oh gosh, the one with the pop culture.
Okay, pop culture.
Yeah.
And you know I had to vote for that one. You know how much I love my wrestling.
Yes.
but the Poskers, we got that coming up too. So much good things coming up. But now we definitely talking about this coming up Saturday, September 27th. Be in the house. Her cries are heard. Miss Sheila White. Yes, sir. So
I forgot to tell you where it was at.
Go right here. Because another thing I wanted to ask you too. How did this event come about?
Well, you know what?
This one for Saturday.
This one for Saturday. We wanted to give a kickoff to Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and that's going to be October 1st.
And October
1st. And I wanted to get the books in people's hands. The shelters. We're going to be giving books to Turning Point and Detroit, and that's in that's in Macomb County. And also the WCA interim house, which is in Detroit. And so that's why we decided that we wanted to do that to help them. And we're also looking for a building.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to have a building, a training center. Why so much violence? Why so much anger? Anger management classes, self-defense classes. We're going to be doing this for the rest of our lives, as far as trying to get the word out. Because, like I said, we're living a new normal now, so.
I'm praying you get that building in Oak Park by us.
Oh,
you know what's so funny? It's so funny.
I'm looking.
But you know what's so I hope that one big enough, but it's a nice size. I think a Walgreens to be there. But no, every time me and Monique pass that building, it's a real nice building too. Because they moved out about a year ago, I believe. It's been a year, Monique, at Walgreens. And every time I pass by, I said something nice has got to go here. Something nice. That would be.
We have to talk.
That would be nice.
Speak on that, yes.
Yeah, tell my real estate man look into that.
Oh, okay. Tell please. That would be something. How every time I pass, I always look at it too. Like.
Wow.
I think they got to put something here, but the new home, her cries I heard.
That's right.
I'm putting it in existence right now. I don't know where that came from, but I just, but I have been just looking at that building. It's crazy that you mentioned that you're looking for something, but yeah. But even if it's not there, you're going to definitely find that spot. You're going to definitely find that spot. Yes, sir. All right. I got Miss Sheila White in the building. I have Tracy.
Yes.
And I have my little friend here. Michaela. Yes, sir. All right. I got to put her on screen before it's over, y'all. I got to put Miss Michaela on screen. Sitting here just like a star that she wants to be, and she is, y'all. Yes, sir. All right. And I got the wifey engineer. All right. All right. So, Tracy, could you let the people know? Is it I'm pretty sure they come as you are to the event next week. Any dress code or?
Well, it's casual.
Casual, nice casual.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
dressy casual.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
casual.
casual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
No jeans, but
No, right.
dressy casual.
Gotcha. There you go. Okay.
It's going to be a
Yeah.
good evening. I'll have dinner, and it's a fundraiser. So,
Okay.
A
so.
lot of good information.
Yeah.
Okay. The dinner served too.
Yeah, dinner served
okay.
too, yeah.
I'm gonna be first in line for that. So no, but that's good. But I know the event as a whole. Come on, y'all. $50 for all that. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't beat that.
Yeah.
Come on,
We're
y'all.
helping people.
Yes, that's the most important thing right there. Yes, sir. Come on, y'all.
Like saving lives, actually.
Right.
So.
Yes. Just had a young lady in the hallway came. I got my money for certain tickets.
Yeah.
His mama hit y'all.
I love that lady.
But no, the event is gonna be very
Yes, it
informative,
is.
y'all, And like I said, I know people hear that word domestic violence and you kind of, tense up, but yeah, it's good that you tense up, but you're gonna tense up because it's gonna be information good information that you can that's gonna be shared, powerful information. It's not gonna be one of those things where you know how like some people be when they just hear that, how they just like, well, I just but very informative, very informative. Yes, sir. Somebody gonna get help.
Yeah.
All right. Miss Tracy, what you doing today when you're not today, but just overall when you're not working and when you're not busy with the organization or whatever, what you like to do Tracy time when you just sitting back?
I like to play ping pong.
Ping
My
pong.
son plays ping pong, and I like to meditate. I love ping pong. I
Oh,
love
ping
playing
pong.
it. And I just like to meditate, and I like to watch. And I was just telling you, a lot of Lifetime movies, they have a lot of domestic violence.
Yes,
very
yes, they do.
informative, and it's real. You just feel like you can really relate to it. So a lot, so that's a lot coming out now with a lot of these programs. They talking about domestic violence, and it's very informative. So
Miss, I know, Miss President, I know you just be on the go and just doing.
Well, this one keeps me busy. This one.
When you like to sit back sometimes and just get that Miss Sheila time, what's some of the things you love to do?
I love to read the Bible. And I love to read and actually since so much domestic violence has been happening in the last month, I don't know if you guys have been. I pray for it every time I hear about it. I pray for the family because I know it's just the beginning for them. A long road to recovery. So I pray. I pray for people.
Yes.
The country but especially the abused people who are silenced, living in abuse.
Because it hurts my heart when I see that the system failed a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, one in particular, I pray for her family all the time. The one where the husband came to the hospital.
Yeah, a lot of people knew her. That happened at the hospital.
Yes, and prior to that happening, you know how she tried to get help. Nobody, it just. Hopefully, it just make the people who call the shot take a second look at the situation instead of just saying, "Well, no, this ain't." Think about if that was you were in that case. That's the thing that make me mad. People they don't like to put themselves in a position. They just go ahead and be like, when they see something, they don't look that much.
It's funny that you said that. Treat her like it's a family member. Because even my sister at work, people told us that her husband would call her there and harass her.
Oh my
But nobody told us anything. I mean, I think to call her, because they knew her family or anybody, you just to let them know something's not right.
Something.
Take that village thing. People don't like to get involved. So. And I know people are afraid. They'll get hurt, but you can still do it. In our book, we talk about ways you can still, just even ask that person. Are you okay? I see that your husband keeps calling, harassing you. Is there something I can help you with? And you don't have to go any further than that.
There you go.
Just let that person know that. She can get help.
That's why I used to always laugh about it, but that's why sometimes still to the day I still love the nosy neighbors.
Me too.
Sometimes you need one of those. I'm serious. I know sometimes you be like, oh, there she goes. But sometimes they are needing and wanting for real.
People don't but people just want to just not say anything. They don't want to, like you said, they don't want those nosy neighbors. They talk about them. No, I love another nosy neighbors too.
Them nosy. I think about shout out to Miss Bertha Boykin, because we used to. It made me think about something real quick. Rest in heaven, her sister Sue Bailey. Because we used to live upstairs on Kentucky, and I'll never forget one afternoon we had a half a day that day, and my cousin came home with me. So we was going up the stairs, and Sue, they did live downstairs. So she came out, she was like, "What you doing home from school?" I was like, "It's Sue, we half a day." And so Bertha's her sister, so Bertha had me over there. She said, "What you doing?" I said, "We half a day." She said, "No, Michelle not home." I said, "We had half a day, Bertha, I'm telling you." And she was like, "Who was he?" And he was like, "I'm just my cousin, I'm telling your mama when she get home. I'm telling your mama when she get home."
I love it.
So this is the thing. I was like, yeah. So mom got home. They was all ready too. Like, yeah, you about to get it. So they got home. They was like, Marie, yeah, Richard today, he was with some guy, he said it was his cousin, when they were going up the stairs, and she's like, oh, I know, it happened today, he already told me. I was licking my tongue out. But in hindsight, I mean, even though, you know, that happened with me, it's good to know that they was like, you know, looking out, like, you know, because I could have been skipping school, like, wait a minute, Ray Richard skipping school and bring somebody, you know. So sometimes it is good to have that.
It really is. To have those people watching, though. That's real love right there to me, you know.
Yeah. Thank you for me, Richard, getting the last laugh. No, but when you look at times like that, though, just be like, be thankful that people just looking out for you, like you said, that village, the village.
That village thing. We couldn't get away with anything when it, you know, back then.
Tracy, do you see I know a lot of times nowadays people saying the village, where is it? But do you still see it somewhere in existence?
I still see it, you know. And then one thing I wanted to say, to talk about with the abusers, until they are ready to let go, we can throw all this information to them. But hopefully during this banquet, this might joke somebody and say, hey, it's time. Like, you know, I gotta go.
But you don't know where people can be sitting up in church. People being abused silently, you don't know where. At work.
I had it in our job over at FedEx last year. This was the opposite way. This happened to the fella. The girl kept coming and slashing his tires and leaving notes, busting his windows out, everything.
Wow.
I thought people thought that he was maybe cheating on whatever, but that wasn't the case. It was. She was just, you know, had that mindset. You know, you ain't leaving me, and blah blah.
That's not normal.
And he didn't, you know, I guess like you were saying, like when it comes to a guy that's having, he was trying to shut people because he didn't want people to know that this woman was the one that, you know. So but, I'm glad that got situated.
That's wonderful. Because actually, they put other people at work in danger. You know, because that person can come up and, you know, hurt anybody else. You know. So you do have to be careful and report it if you notice things or if it's not under control. You know, if it gets out of control.
That's right. I got Miss Sheila in the building. Have Tracy, yes sir. Michaela, the wife engineer. All right, yes sir. All right. Sheila, she told y'all how she got that name. Her cries for her. Yes sir. So Miss Sheila, could you tell people again the time and definitely the location, how they definitely get there?
All right, it's gonna be this Saturday, September 27th, from 6 to 10. Yeah, it's gonna be over before 10, and it's gonna be at our Sacred Heart Church Activities Building.
Sacred Heart, okay.
And the address is 3451 Rivard Street. It's right on the corner of I-75 and Mac. Right next to McDonald's.
Okay.
So that's where it's at.
Ooh, if I got paid how many times I went that location. Because you know Monet went to school around the corner there in Deptford.
Oh yeah.
Well, stop at them down there. Boy, Dad, I want some McDonald's. Oh, okay. Monet,
I love me some McDonald's.
Shout out to McDonald's for taking that Big Mac meal down. I haven't had a Big Mac in a while. They were over $10, but they're down to $8 now.
Oh, okay.
$8. And they took back their value meals down to $5.
Oh, okay.
So they must be trying to stay in the competition game. All right. Enough about food because I ain't yet. But all right. So Miss Tracy, I know sometimes, well, you did say sometimes when you run into people or out there, or sometimes you might see them, you like to give them maybe some advice, or if it hit you where it seemed like a situation is occurring, you know, like I said, do you see yourself, your phone just sometimes just blowing up like, Tracy, I just need to talk to you?
Oh yeah, I got several people that call me and talk, you know, and like I said, we know the steps of grieving and, you know, going through all this process with all of that. So I'm able to give them information and make them feel better and just encourage them, you know. You know, you don't have to be with a person that does that to you. You don't, you know, you have faith in yourself. So, be sufficient. You know,
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Ms. Sheila, going back to something that you said earlier too, could you let people know, because you know, a lot of people always be, when they think of abuse, they be thinking about someone that's maybe married or someone that's just dating. But could you let people know sometimes it starts sometimes as young as like, I heard now like elementary, middle school is, you know.
Remember when we were little, people used to say, well, to the girls, so if the boy hits you, he likes you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that really wasn't a good thing to say to little girls because they think, oh, well, he likes me if he's hitting me. Or, you know, because love is not violent. You know, you have to, that's what and I'm so glad I got my daughter, my new daughter now, that I can raise her to know that you know, you don't, no, love is not violent, and it starts. And that's why we wrote the book, too, to let children know that, you know, it's not good to be in abusive relationships, because we want to stop future generations. We don't want the children to grow up to be abusers because they see their parents, they're, you know, abusing each other.
Can you tell people the name of the book again? And how can they get a copy of that? A copy of the book?
It's called you can get it on Amazon, and it's called Domestic Violence: No Excuse for Abuse. And it's a really it's God inspired. Me and my coworker Judy Prentice, we wrote the book.
Shout out to Miss Judy.
Yeah. So God,
definitely get me a copy.
Yes.
Gotta get me a copy.
Yeah, we're going to be selling this at the event too. You know,
okay.
T-shirts and things like that. So,
okay, yes,
so God is good. Yes.
Because it's so funny. I thought about you. Last week too, because knowing, like I mentioned about, shout out to Dr. Teresa Pepsi. She has a story, a story about certain things, and when I heard her story, and just seeing her now, the inspiration she's a doctor. Not just a doctor, but she's a motivator. I told just I just love hearing stories where people, they just, you know, when they go ahead and just God lead their path where they're supposed to be, and they're being obedient to God. Because
you know, even like my sister Tracy, when her daughter was murdered, she was in such a dark place, but she's my hero. She's my hero.
Yes.
For her to go to these different events with me and to speak just so no other mother would have to bury a child. I all I can say is God is good.
Because a year ago I couldn't talk about it. I still can't talk about it. I've come a long way, and I'm proud of myself because I can still.
And that's understandable.
And that's understandable.
Very understandable. Shout out to my cousin, Miss Dewana Parker, Monique's cousin. She lost her. Well, it wasn't a domestic violence situation, but just losing. Just made me think about just losing child. Period. She lost her daughter from a bad car accident like that, and I was just where I was trying to go with is where just in that moment how you just you just don't want
You don't want to talk.
Yeah, you just.
I couldn't talk about it without crying. Even when our sister was murdered, we just
So thank goodness if it wasn't for God, we would have lost.
Yes. That's why I would tell people you cannot tell me there's no God, man.
Right.
Because I think about little situations. Matter of fact, just hearing about people going through domestic violence, and not just domestic violence, but just certain situations we go through every day, and we overcome them. Man, y'all can't tell me there's no God, y'all, because if it wasn't, man, it checked out a long time ago. Seriously, really.
Yes.
And then, like Tracy said, to have certain things like that happen to you, and for you to keep going on, it's gotta be a God, y'all. It's gotta be.
To get our strength. Yes.
Yes. All right, Miss, you gonna have me put it over here. So glad to have Miss Sheila. Every time, shout out, one other thing, not involving domestic violence, but just, we were talking about it before the show. Miss Sheila was talking about just, I mentioned it last week on the show how we celebrated Miss Austin 95 years a couple weeks ago, and just the fact of just being able to just celebrate people, and just be able to just still be able to see people, to celebrate, it's it's a good feeling. Yes. How was it, Tracy, just seeing everybody that day?
It was nice. I seen Jawana. I haven't seen Jawana.
Yes. I was so glad to see her. Yes.
We grew up in the church, and Netta, she know I hope to see her soon, Netta.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
you heard that? Okay.
Yeah.
That camera and tell her again, Tracy.
Netta, I'm going to see you.
All right. Yeah, but Netta, we always, when I get around Netta, that's all we always talk about. This the High Towers, just love the High Towers, love the High Towers, yes.
That's awesome. I'm so glad we're connected.
That's right.
Yes, sir. So shout out to Miss Sheila. Please, y'all, if you can, even if you can't make it, if you know somebody that maybe going through something like that, or you think of, give them a ticket. Even if you can't make it, give them a ticket to come and but it's going to be a happening. It's going to be a happening. I just think, and I feel it already. I already know this is going to be people know it's just going to be like, wow. After the event's over, y'all just going to be, you're going to be busy, Miss Sheila.
Yeah, God is good. It's, things happen in our lives, but what the devil meant for bad, God turns it out for good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Miss Tracy, I love talking about the music every now and then. Who you listening to, or some people you love just putting on and just making your day? Older, new school, any school.
Keith Sweat, Jeffrey Osborne.
That's my brother there.
Yes, I love him.
A lot of different, I'm old school too. I love old school music. I don't even really know what's going on with the music today. I'm just old school.
That's me too. We in the same category there. Yes, sir. Miss Sheila, who you got pop in your I'm about to say tape deck. Not the tape deck. You know what I mean.
But it's funny that you said that the day after the event, my daughter and my she's taking along with her cousin and her mother. They're taking us to see Patti LaBelle, Stephanie Mills, and Gladys Knight. All of my favorites. So we're gonna see them on the 28th.
Yes, sir.
So I got a lot of favorites.
All right. Shout out to my nephew Antoine. I'm still jealous. Him and his wife last weekend from Antoine. Well, they were backstage with Shaka Khan all hugged up. You said that picture of him, Shaka Khan. I was like,
I would love that.
I was about to say, I love your nephew, but I wanted to erase that so bad. You know how much I love my Shaka Khan.
Right.
Yeah, but shout out to him, Miss Elmo. They're doing great things in Chicago, helping people, different ways. But I know you're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah. Those are my favorites.
Okay. If you get a chance to meet Shaka.
Okay, I'll probably go backstage.
Right.
I don't know if I can get that lucky.
All right. So Miss Sheila, can you tell people again? Because I know people always come back and ask me like, how can they get the tickets? Where's the event?
Sure.
And what can they definitely expect?
Okay. Well, they can get the tickets by calling me at 313-414-0888, and they can cash out, or they can cash out $ her prize.
Okay.
And they can also Zelle to our Gmail number, and it's her cries are heard at gmail.com.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna keep that up for my whole week on my page, my personal page. Make sure I keep that up so people they can get a reminder just in case, because them things they come in handy, because I know sometimes when I be trying to remember certain events, I be so glad to see a flashback or something. But y'all definitely come out and support. Yes, sir.
Very good program. We got a good program planned.
All right. We got matter of fact, Mr. Antoine, he's watching. Antoine, you can send that picture again to Shaka. Antoine watching. Oh, shout out to Miss Katrina Christian, senior pastor Katrina. She's watching. Yeah, she said peace and blessings to everyone. Yes, sir. Such a blessing. That young lady there. I wish. I know she. I would just love to hear her speech. I know she probably haven't been in anything involved with domestic violence wise, but just when that young lady just get up and speak, I tell you, Miss Katrina, yes sir, yes. All right. How we looking? 10 minutes. Okay. Let me get this out the way. Always do this I know we still got a lot of time left, but I would love for Tracy to for you to just lead the people with something from your heart. It could be about a final thought you just want to just lead the people. Anything from your heart. It could be about the event. It could be about something you just want to just tell them. Just go right ahead in your own way.
I just want to everybody to know that you want to help people because you don't want to go through what I went through, and I went through something real terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm able to talk now.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want it to be your last word when you talk to that person. Help somebody that you feel they're going through something. Just kind of ease your way in there to say something, that you can, so they can open up and talk to you, and you feel much better because you rather talk to them than something happened, and then you feel you should have talked to them, so I don't know. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yeah.
Tracy 316, y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Miss Sheila, could you definitely lead the people in your own way, however you want to lead the people with something that they can just.
Well, I agree with Tracy as far as communication. Back in the day, when I was growing up, it's always what goes on in the house stays in the house, and you have to talk about something. You have to talk to people. Try to find somebody that you feel safe talking to, because some people just want to get in your business,
Yeah.
You want somebody that can give you godly advice as to what to do, and because the devil wants you to think that you're alone, that it's only happening to you. And when you look at the suicide rates, and today what's going on, people are not talking, they're not communicating.
Yes.
And they feel like they should. I deserve this. No, you don't. You don't. My motto is never be with anyone that treats you any less than the way God treats you. So you gotta love yourself, love God first, but love yourself, and just realize that you're not designed for that. We're not designed to be abused.
That's what
So
I'm
we don't want people sitting in it.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I'm gonna teach this little girl right
Yes,
here.
sir.
All
Yes, sir.
right.
And, speaking of this little girl, real quick, can you come over here, Miss? Come over here.
Michaela.
I want y'all to I want her to say hi to y'all, and I want her to she's gonna tell you her age and what she want to be when she grow up. I want you to take my chair right here, sweetie.
Oh my goodness.
Just one quick second. Go right ahead. All right. There you go. All right, there you go. Let the people know your name.
Michaela.
All right. And tell them how old you are.
8.
All right. Tell them what you want to be when you grow up.
A star.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. All right.
Your first audition.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna definitely keep that for my So years from now, when I see this, I'm gonna be like, see, she told y'all. Yes, sir. She already a star. Yes, sir.
Already a star.
All right.
funny.
All right. What's some things you love to do when you with your friends and everything?
Play.
Play. All right. All right. What's your favorite? You got a favorite subject in school? What's your favorite subject?
Science.
All right, science, cool.
I'm jealous. I couldn't get science for nothing when I was your age. All right, science. All right. All right. So good to have you here. I will definitely have a kids show, and I would love for you to come back. A young lady show. Would you let her come back?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you. All right. If you want to stay in that chair, I was gonna say you can take over the show.
Come on, Michaela.
Thank you, sweetie. All righty. I just wanted y'all to see, it's all, you know how I feel about the young kids. It's all about them, y'all. It's all about them. If we can't make it about them, then we might as well just shut everything down for real.
That is so true.
And it's so good to just have that young lady in the building. Yes, sir. All right. So, how long did you fight for engineering?
Probably about 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, all right. Just one more time, Sheila. Give the people that because yes, sir.
Okay, so it's 6 o'clock, Saturday the 27th of September, at Sacred Heart Activities Building, and the address is 3451 Brevard Street, and that's Detroit, the corner of I-75 and Mac, and they can contact me for tickets at 313-414-0888.
All right.
Sheila White.
Yes, sir. All right. I know you said we come casual, whatever. Is it a certain color style, any, or just?
Well, I asked our board members to wear purple, white, or lavender, and anybody you can wear anything as long as it's not jeans.
Okay, got you. Yeah, don't come in no jeans,
Yeah,
y'all.
you want y'all to look cute,
Sheila might
taking pictures.
Okay, Sheila might have insecurity, so if I see your jeans, I might have to quietly accept y'all first input.
Right.
Did she tell y'all know jeans.
Just like somebody have a white party, one person
One
walks
person,
in.
always, yeah. But yeah, just be respectful, y'all. You can wear anything, just long no jeans. That's all she's saying. No jeans, y'all. Don't be like Genuine. There's no jeans. We don't want to hear that day. All right, that's Monique. Shout out to Monique. That's her. That's her favorite. That's her husband. That's her.
Oh my goodness.
That's
funny.
All right, yes sir. So good to have this Sheila in the building and Tracy always. Yes sir. Another person I gotta definitely get on the show when she's not. I know she's a busy young lady, Miss Phoebe.
She's a busy one. Yeah, she's gonna give a presentation.
Oh, really? Okay.
She works with kids who are abused.
Okay.
And that's her job. So who would have ever known that would happen? So she's gonna have information, you know, passing out to people, you know, so people can, you know, if they need help. You know, so.
And for some of y'all that might not have known, Phoebe is named after
our sister that was murdered. I named her the next year.
Yes.
I was pregnant and I named her. I got pregnant and named her Phoebe the next year.
Wow.
So my mom was really happy about that. She was.
Sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Miss Hightower. Yes, Miss Hightower. A couple months ago, she came to me in a dream too, Miss Hightower.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I see y'all so much. Y'all so much like Miss Hightower.
Miss Hightower, she was one of the reasons that made me stay. I know Mom and Dad would did always be like, Richard, stay in church, but Miss Hightower, she was always on me, always.
You really did stay in church.
She was the one that
you know, you were brought up well.
Yes,
you know.
like I would always be honored to tell people she was the one that when I first was nominated on the board, she nominated me.
God is good.
And if Miss Hightower do it, I know I'm qualified, y'all. She already, I'm qualified. Yes, sir. It's so good to be with Tracy. It's so good to be with Sheila, Miss Michaela, wife engineer. Just loving life, celebrating life, y'all. Enjoy it, y'all. I know we have things that go wrong a lot of times or whatever, but overall, let's do this, y'all. Let's conquer this thing called life. God gave it to us, y'all. You know, shout out to the sick and the shut in. You know, we got some sick and shut in. You know, but we gonna be all right.
Yeah, we gonna be all right. You're right.
Yes, sir.
Trust in God.
And again, after y'all come out and support Miss Sheila on her event, make sure October 3rd, y'all, the Oscars, y'all. You know, Miss Wife Engineer, she's nominated for Engineer of the Year.
All right.
Okay.
Ballin with Rich nominated for Podcast of the Year, y'all. The voting is, y'all know the voting was over last week, but I just wanted to thank everybody again that voted, and I just pray that maybe I can get the results that hopefully that would be nice.
Wonderful, yes.
Yeah, you know, the last 2 years I won for Podcast Host of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the first time I ever was nominated for a Podcast of the Year, so
Oh, wow.
that's an honor in itself.
That's an honor,
It's an honor in itself, yeah. Got some good competition, heavy competition.
Really? Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
and I was teasing people the other day because it's podcast 3. It's called P3 this year, and I always tell people my favorite, you know, wrestling fan. My favorite WrestleMania was 3, which was here, and the background it was titled Bigger, Better, Badder. That's what I'm naming this podcast, y'all. Bigger, better, badder. This year. It really is. It is. Yes, sir. Y'all come on out, y'all. Shout out to brother Miles Dixon, the whole staff podcasting. Y'all come on out and have a good time, and not only podcast, but we know we got the movie people that are gonna be here, the streaming stars, yes, streaming their you know, have their movies Tubi, different kind of platforms. They're gonna be in the building, so it's gonna be a night.
It's gonna be in this building?
It's gonna be over at the Focus Hope Conference Center. Yes, October 3rd, from 6 to 10, I believe. Yeah, come. Like if you going to the Oscars, y'all come dressed down. Come in your best, y'all. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. It's just gonna be nice. They're gonna have a red carpet. They're gonna have food. What is it?
Caribbean
and
Caribbean
soul food,
and
y'all.
soul
Soul food, y'all. And we got entertainment this year. 2 people gonna perform. It's y'all can't beat it. Y'all can't beat it.
Sounds like
But like I said before, October 3rd, y'all make y'all way over to Rivard Street, Sacred Heart, y'all. Next Saturday, y'all. September 27. Yes, sir. Her cries are heard. Yes, sir. You need tickets, or if you need a reminder, just come on my page. Talk to Miss Sheila White. Talk to Tracy. And or talk to Juanita. They're gonna do this, and please y'all be in the building. And I know it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time just to get a testimony, just to you know, just all around. So somebody's gonna get help.
Yeah,
So
somebody's
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like Miss Tracy said, help just one somebody.
That's
Just
right.
one, just
That's
one.
right.
That's all.
Amen.
Just, I just need just one.
Yes.
Yes, sir. This is Ballin with Rich, episode 218. I'm so glad again, like I said, Miss Sheila and Tracy is always just have you around.
Thank you.
And
Okay.
yes, sir.
Amen.
Before you gotta leave you something for you good men out there that got good women, you stick with them.
That's right.
You know, no matter what the situation is, you know,
Amen.
go ahead and be ordained what God chose you to be a good guy, a good man, and
Yes.
overcome those situations. You ain't gotta hit nobody or you know feel like you got to leave the room real quick.
Right,
Don't hit the
right.
wall. Don't hit the wall.
Right.
Don't hit her.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't hit that precious.
That's right.
That she's supposed to be precious. I've always the woman. She's just precious, man. I'm sorry. You gotta look. That's the woman. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and vice versa. Women, you got those real good men that
Yes.
go 100,000% for you,
Yes,
man.
yes,
Come
true.
on now.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on.
Yes, amen.
Relationship. That's a
Yes.
relationship, y'all.
Yes.
The word of the day. I gotta have a relationship show when I get back.
Oh, yeah.
I usually have, I haven't had one in a while, but yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, y'all, be in the building September 27th, Miss Sheila White, president. I love to say that. I wish you could run up from the top
It's so
office
funny.
for
Oh
real.
my goodness. You
Yes,
know,
sir. Tracy, yes, sir. Miss Sheila, anytime you want to come in, and just if you want to host something, whatever, you're welcome. You know, if you ever have something in the future, you want to just come
okay,
in.
well, thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
Ballin with Rich.
Yes.
That's courtesy
Thank
balls
you
with
for that
that
invitation.
Tracy. If you want to come and talk about anything, whatever, you want to come in or whatever,
Okay.
please let me
Okay.
know.
All right.
All right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
This is Rich signing off, y'all. So glad to see y'all today, and for the people who's watching, so glad. Thank you for watching. Some other names I can't see. Miss Katrina, Antoine, Rhea. Shout out to Miss Rhea. Miss Rhea, she's in a couple categories. She's in that one category with it, but she's in a couple categories too. So it's gonna be a happening. One thing I love to say before I end the show: if you ain't balling, you ain't living.
Amen.
All right.
If you ain't balling with her cries are heard, you ain't living. If you ain't balling with Miss Sheila, you ain't balling with Tracy, Michaela, you're not living, y'all. I will see y'all Saturday. Okay, Miss Wife Engineer.
That's why
She
my
about to-
ears slow.
She put her headphones down. Just, y'all got to holler. I'm sorry about that. What if I win next week? Can I holler?
Yes.
Holla, I will for a minute. I'll take my headphones.
I'm sorry, I get excited. So I'm sorry, I can't help it. But thank you guys for watching Ballin with Rich, and thank you again, Stacy,
Thank you.
Tracy, and Sheila. Thank you, Michaela.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, and we are out of here, y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
See y'all Saturday, y'all.
All right.
See y'all at
Yay.
Sacred Heart. See ya.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Peace.
Thank you.